Hi everyone, welcome to Connected Technologies. Today I am going to explain one of the important topics. Okay, that is client or a customer enterprise structure or a customer or a client org structure. Okay, whenever we are providing the interview, so the interview will ask the question like, "Can you please explain your present client org structure? Could you please tell me your customer enterprise structure? May I know your client organization structure?" Like that they will ask the question. So today I am going to give how many ways we can create this org structure for the different clients, different customers. I am going to explain in detail. Let's go and have a look on it. Okay, so this is very important. Based upon my knowledge and experience, I just designed these ppts diagram. I hope it will give full clarity for you guys. Let's go and have a look on it. So for the time being, as an example, I'm taking a Toshiba. Okay. So if you see Toshiba, they have operations in India. So okay, they have operations in India. So Toshiba is in a global client, global customer. So is having the operations in the across the globe. But as an example for our video, I'm just taking an example in India related entity only. So if you look at this particular Toshiba, okay, so this is a India related entities. So they have a operations in six locations like Gurgaon, Bangalore, and then we have Telangana, and then it is in Mumbai, and they have a Chennai, and then again they have Haryana. So if you see in within India, they registered multiple legal entities like Toshiba India Private Limited, Toshiba Software India Private Limited, Toshiba Transmission Distributions Systems India Private Limited, Toshiba Johnson Elevators India Private Limited, Toshiba JSW Power Systems Private Limited, Toshiba Water Solutions Private Limited. So they have a different kinds of businesses. Accordingly, they registered their legal entities in the respective location states. Let's see here. Now we are doing the business to maintain all our India related business in particular location called India. So we created a unified primary ledger. Okay, within that primary ledger, we will create the legal entity. So before creating, finalizing the legal entity for which states, which locations they have a legal entities, I mean their operations, we should know. So if you see here, we have a operations for the Toshiba, Gurgaon we have, Bangalore we have, and Telangana they have operations, and Mumbai, then Chennai, again Gurgaon. So within these locations, what are the legal entities they registered? We'll see that. So in Gurgaon, Toshiba India Private Limited, they registered. It's a, like a corporate office, we can say. Let's assume it. Okay. So next we have Toshiba Software India Private Limited. This they registered in a Bangalore location. It is an IT software company. And next to Telangana we have a Toshiba Transmissions Distribution Systems Private Limited. So here they will manufacture, maybe as per my assumption, maybe laptops or else the TVs, some other electronic devices. And next, Toshiba Johnson Elevators India Private Limited. This is mainly lifts and elevators. Okay, it's there in Mumbai. Next, Toshiba GSW Power Systems Private Limited. So this they will manufacture some power tools. Next, we have a Toshiba Water Solutions Private Limited. This they will use mainly for a water solutions related technologies, the systems and all they will develop. So if you see within India, they are doing the multiple businesses. Based on the businesses, they register their legal entities in their respective locations. To record these legal entity level transactions in our Oracle Fusion, we created as a identify each legal entity. We will create a company code or a balance of segment value. For now, for this Toshiba India Private Limited, we can create company code as a 1000, and software related Toshiba entity 1001, and Toshiba Transmission Distribution Systems India Private Limited we can give 1002. At the same time, for elevators, lifts, and all, we will give 1003. Like JSW Power Systems, like steel manufacturing, power tools, and all, they will do. It's a 1004. Some water solutions related entities will give 1000. So these are the company codes or entity values. So to book the each legal entity level expenditure, revenue, sales, or profit, whatever it may be against that, what are the business operations which are performing, to record the individual legal entity level all the transactions, we need this company codes. Okay, so in this case, to record the each unit level transaction, we will not go and book the directly for legal entity, we should need the business unit also. In this case, that business unit, it will come into the picture. So here if you see, we have a India Gurgaon corporate BU. Okay, India Bangalore IT BU, India Hyderabad Transition Distributions BU, India Mumbai Johnson Elevators BU, India JSW Power Systems BU, India Gurgaon Water Solutions BU. So here we created a business units based on the entity name and the location combination. We created that. So with the help of BU, each legal entity level, the control we can do. So what are the transactions happening at the corporate BU level? So these other entity people, they cannot go and see that. So they didn't have the access to see the transactions by doing the BU-wise access, because each users have a separate access for each BU. Accordingly, they can able to do their respective entity related transaction. They cannot go and see the other entities transaction. They cannot able to access until unless they have the access. So this is the way we can add the business unit under the legal entity. Then after that, what we are going to do is here mainly we will do the inventory acts. So this is manufacturing related company, right? So obviously depends on the requirement. We will go and create the inventory acts under the BU, like corporate inventory act, and then IT inventory act, and then transmission distribution systems related inventory act, and then Johnson elevators. So Johnson elevators lives in the India related inventory act, and then power system, JSW power systems inventory act, water solutions inventory act. So then based on the requirement, we can able to create the sub inventory also under the inventory act. So these are all the sub inventories for each unit. Okay, and depends on the requirement, we will create the sub inventories and locators also we will create. So if you see the overall structure, top level anyway enterprise name it will be there. So Toshiba Group. Under depends on the country. Each country they have own primary ledger, unified primary ledger. Toshiba India primary ledger. Then under we have a wherever they have a locations in multiple states or location, depends on the business, they have a different legal entities and associated company code, associated BUs, associated inventory, sub inventories, and locators. So we have one unified primary ledger under multiple legal entities, multiple company code, multiple business units, multiple inventory, multiple sub inventories. Depends on the requirement. We will create the this locator information. Okay, this is all about Toshiba example. So here we have one primary ledger, multiple legal entities, multiple BUs, multiple inventory, sub inventory. Okay, so I hope it's very clear for this kind of business related example. Next we'll see the another company. Okay, next we have a MDH. So this MDH is a mainly spices industry. They will manufacture it's a masala spices related company. It's 100 years firm. So they have operations in a multiple states, multiple locations. They have a plants, factories. So how we should design these kind of domestic customers? Let's see here. So let's see. MDH, their main head office there in India. So here we will create a MDH India primary ledger. It's a unified one primary ledger. Under they have a one legal entity that is called Mahashadini Atti Private Limited. This is the LG name. So Under that, within the India, they have a plants like Gurgaon, they have one manufacturing plant. Bangalore, they have one manufacturing plant. Telangana, they have one manufacturing plant. Mumbai, they have one manufacturing plant. Chennai, they have one manufacturing plant. Delhi, they have a manufacturing plant. So each entity, each plant level transactions, we should maintain. We should create the all the transactions. So in this case, each plant wise, we segregated. We proposed company codes like 1000 for Gurgaon plant, Bangalore for 1001, Telangana for 1002, Mumbai for 1003, and then Chennai for 1004, Delhi for 1005. So like to identify to book the each plant level expenditure, revenue, sales, whatever it may be, any kind of transaction, we should use the specified balance segment value or a company code to segregate the units or a plants or a locations under the legal entities which we have. So in this case, to book those transactions, yes, obviously we need the location. That location level we have a plant. That plant we can consider, we can create as a BU. So that means each plant we create as a one BU. Okay. So let's see here, India Gurgaon Corporate BU. Next India Bangalore BU, India Hyderabad BU, India Mumbai BU, India Chennai BU, India Delhi BU. So with the help of each location, wherever we have a plants, okay, they have one unified legal entity. Under that, they have a multiple plants within the India. So they are not going to create each plant with different legal entities like how it is happening Toshiba case. It's a different. They have one legal entity. That's it. Under they are operating with that legal entity. They are operating across the business across the locations in India. So in this case, for each plant we can create as an BU. Against that we can associate the respective company code. So accordingly we can do the transaction, we can record the transaction. Then based on that, it will be recorded under that particular legal entity. Next one, we have a inventory. So obviously it is manufacturing entity. So manufacturing company. So we can maintain the respective inventory under the BU. So like Haryana inventory, Bangalore inventory, Karnataka, and then Telangana inventory, Maharashtra inventory, Tamil Nadu inventory, Delhi inventory. So under the BU, we can maintain inventory. Under the inventory, depends on the requirement, we will get all sub inventory for each location, each plant. Okay, let's see here. See, Haryana sub inventory, Karnataka sub inventory, Telangana sub inventory, Maharashtra sub inventory, Tamil Nadu sub inventory. Then next Delhi sub inventory. So then after that, depends on the requirement, we can go and create the locators. Okay. So if you see, this is the way we can create the enterprise structure for a small scale industries if they are having the one legal entity under they are operating the multiple plants in the multiple locations. One primary ledger, one legal entity, multiple locations they have a plant. Each plant we create as a BU under we associated one company code and each BU level one inventory under inventory level we sub inventory created and sub inventory depends on the requirement we will add the locators. Okay. So this is for small customers where they have a one legal entity. Okay, I hope I explained very clear. In the manufacturing case, if it is a small customer, if they are having the one registered legal entity in that context. Next one. Next one, GE Digital. So this is most of the people you guys may aware about this customer. It's a very big customer. They are also having the operations in from the past 9 years. So it's one of the subsidiary companies. But if you see GE, it's a very big old company. So this GE Digital, they will manufacture the technology related softwares and solutions for the customers. So if you see here, let's assume GE, they are doing the business across the globe. So out of that, we are taking an example India. So in India, the GE, we can create for one unified primary ledger, GE Digital India primary ledger. Under that, depends on the locations wherever they are doing the operations. Okay, they can create the locations. Let's see here. We have a Gurgaon Bangalore, Telangana, Gurgaon. So these are the actual locations where these companies operating. I took from the book only. So if you see, they have a unified legal entities from each locations. So this Gurgaon level, they registered one company and meant so they have a plants and they have a software related company also in here. This GE Solar Private Limited, what it will do? Let's assume it is there in Gurgaon. Just assume it. Okay. So it will manufacture the solar panels for the power systems and all. Then next we have a Bangalore Meridian Services Labs Private Limited. This mainly used for some technology related software they will develop and provide to the customers. Like if you are have a factory or a plant for a power plant or a gas station or else any food processing units or any manufacturing company, they will give the automated solutions. And GE India Technology Center Private Limited. This is also one kind of technology they will for all the businesses. And GE Medical Systems India Private Limited. This mainly all the medical equipments, CT scan, MRI scan, and next TMT mission, any lab test like lab testing related missionaries, okay, CECG missionaries. So these things and all they will manufacture for all medical related equipments. Next, GE Power Electronics. So this they will develop electricals, electronics related all the activities like chips and all, like embedded system. They'll probably develop all the semiconductors that they will provide solution. Next, GE India Industrial Private Limited. This is the one of the manufacturing industry. Okay, so like that, each and every state location they are doing the different kind of businesses. Then based on that, they get the different legal entities. So if you see in a MDH case, sorry. So their nature of business is only one. That means they are doing the masala spices for all the units. That is the reason why one legal entity is enough to manage those things. If you talk about Toshiba, here also they are doing the different kind of businesses. So each nature of business wise they register their company. So here also in GE Digital also what kind of business we are doing. Accordingly, we will register our companies in the respective state or locations. Here also we have another options like we will get the benefits from the local government if you register your company in the respective states, maybe tax free in a CZ location if you register your company. So like that we will get the benefits. So for that also some people, some customers companies they will register their companies even the same business with the multiple locations. Okay, so depends on the benefits of the organization. Now, in this case, we have a different kind of businesses under the same company. That is the reason why they have a multiple legal entities within the country. So now let's see to book the any transaction for these particular legal entities. We propose these company codes for GE Solar 100, Meridian Service 101, 101, 1001, sorry, and GE Technology Center 1002, GE Medical related entity 1003, GE Power Electronics 1004, Industrial related entities for 1005. So as usual, then the single business unit we are going to do here because what it is happened GE case, they don't want to create the multiple business units. So depends on the each legal entity wise because they should maintain one unified BU per country. Under that, how many company codes or branches or plants they have, within that maybe they may created one more plant. For that, they are not going to create again one more legal entity. They may as the one more company code called 1006 or like that. So in this case, under one primary ledger, they can maintain the India multiple legal entities, multiple company code, but BU is only one. In future, they may register one more company code like GE Retail Private Limited or a GE Healthcare, GE Home Appliance. So in this case, they will register the entity and they will create a new company code like 1006, but BU is same. Under the same BU only, that new company onboarding also they are going to do in the GE case. They are not going to maintain multiple BUs. Okay, so under the business unit, yes, we have option to create multiple inventory arc or a single inventory arc. Under inventory arcs, again we have options to create single sub inventory or a multiple sub inventory, depends on the requirement. Okay, and at the same time we have options to create the locators, depends on the requirement. Okay, so it's a complete different case compared to other customer, even though they are having the multiple nature of kind of businesses, but they would like to maintain all under one BU only. Yes, it is possible. Okay, under that BU, if you want maintain different I mean even single inventory or multiple inventory, that is possible. And if you want maintain multiple sub inventories, also possible. Okay, this is all about GE Digital case example. One primary ledger, that is GE Digital India primary ledger. Under we have a multiple legal entities, multiple balance segment codes, but one BU, either one primary, one inventory arc and one sub inventory, or multiple inventory arc, multiple sub inventory. Depends on the requirement, you can go and create it. Okay. So if you compare to others, like as we discussed, Toshiba, they have a multiple BUs, even the multiple legal entities. In MDH case also multiple BUs, because they want to maintain each plant level expenditure, revenue, sales, everything different they want to track. But in GE case, yes, it's a single BU because it's a global product. I mean global client. They are maintaining the one BU per country. That's it. If you want to create again later some point of, yes, we have an options to create. It's a complete depends on the business requirement. So the next one, another example is Akshay Patra. So here you may see a bit different compared to all other customers. So the example which I'm going to explain here, it's a complete different for other clients, other customers. The reason, it's a non-profit organization. So if you see, Akshay Patra is a non-profit organization. It's a trust. It's NGO. So they are not going to make any profitable business because it's a foundation. It's a non-profit organization. So here, let's assume this Akshay Patra, it's there in only India. Okay, it's there in only India with the different locations. But I took an example. They have operations in across the globe. Just assume it like that. So in this case, I will create one primary ledger, Akshay Patra primary ledger. Under that again we have one more ledger called Akshay Patra Ipsas ledger. Ipsas ledger is nothing but it's a secondary ledger. So if you see, they are not going to make the any profit on the business. I mean this organization, they should follow the international public sector accounting standards like Ipsas accounting method they should follow. So in this case, their main records, their main expenditures, or else any expenses. I mean, what are the donor amount which they are getting from different people, different companies. So that amount they will should spend to with the charity as a trust for the people, poor people or tribal people or villages, wherever they need their support, they will go and serve the to the nation. So in this case, they will show each and everything in a Ipsas ledger, not primary ledger. So primary ledger is mainly for internal Akshay Patra recording purpose they will show. But when it comes to organization point of view to show the different countries, different regions, they should follow only one accounting method for across the globe, that is Ipsas accounting system. Okay, that's where we will create secondary ledger under the primary ledger if it is in a trustee. So like here we will create one legal entity, Akshay Patra Foundation. It's a non-profit organization. Under that we have a services foundation. It is located in different locations like India, United States, Dubai, Canada, Mexico, and then Switzerland. So in this case, each country wise we should propose the different company codes like 1000, 1001, 1003, 2 for Dubai, 1003 for Canada, 1003 for Mexico, Switzerland for 1005. The same way we have a business unit. So this is an trustee. They have an options to do the service across the nation if the some floods is coming, or as some poor people they are in a different locations, maybe water problem, education problem, or else any food problem. or else they want to conduct any medical camp, anything. So simply they will go that particular places and they will do the charity. So in this case, they will not maintain the country level balances, country level reporting for individual legal entity under. So they have one like legal entity and one primary ledger under one secondary ledger. So by using that only, they will do the business across the globe. So in this case, we have one legal entity under legal entity. For India purpose, I created one legal BU, that is Akshay Patra India BU, and Akshay Patra United States BU, Akshay Patra Dubai BU, Akshay Patra Canada BU, Akshay Patra Mexico BU, Akshay Patra Switzerland BU. So within that country, what are the expenditure, what are the charity, what are the amount they served to the people against the donor or fund, that project code, they will book the each BU wise. Okay. So wherever the floods is coming, or else some medical camp is conducted in that particular India or location, or else any midday meals, it is happening to give the food to the poor people. So that expenditure, everything it will record in that particular country level BU. Okay, so within that they have a stores or else some different offices, like we have a corporate offices and sub offices. So like that again you can go and create a few more BUs within the country one. Like India, if you have it's a corporate BU, we can create sub office BU also if required. That is also possible. If you want to create within India two more BUs, yes, you can record it. But in our example within India, I showed only one BU. It's a main BU. If you want to add it two more BU, three more BUs under the same India, yes, it will allow. Depends on the company code you want to manage, you want to divide it, you can create it. You have an option. Okay. So now on our example, we will create only one business unit per country in this case. Under that, we will get the inventory against the BU and each country wise, like India inventory arc, US inventory arc, associated BU level, we will create a n number of inventory arc, like Dubai inventory arc, next to Canada inventory arc, Mexico inventory arc, sorry, Switzerland inventory arc. And at the same time, under that inventory arc is we have an options to create sub inventory also. See here, India sub inventory arc, and then US sub inventory arc, Dubai sub inventory arc, Canada sub inventory arc, Mexico sub inventory arc, Switzerland sub inventory arc. Under the sub inventory, we will go and create the locators depends on the requirement. Okay. So if you see here, the normal business client, like doing the sales, trading, any manufacturing client, healthcare, financial client. So to do the accounting, the custom, the solution, the structure which we created, that is different. To do the non-profit organization, the way we are designing the solution is completely different, because these charities, they are not making the money, they are doing the service to the people, poor people. It's a trustee. So in this case, they should maintain one primary ledger for across the globe, one secondary ledger, because they want to maintain all the accounting system. They should follow IPSAS accounting. That is the reason why we will create one secondary ledger, and then associated legal entity we will have for both the ledgers. And accordingly, we will create the country-wise BUs, country-wise inventory, country-wise sub-inventory, and locators, and associated country level company. Okay. So such a way we can do the structure, I mean org structure for these kind of trustee or a non-profit organization related customer. Okay. So if we check for other customers, so these guys having one primary ledger, multiple legal entities, multiple BUs within the country. So here we have one primary ledger for MDH case, one legal entity, and we have a different operations in multiple states, multiple BUs, multiple inventory. Next digital case also same. So they have a one primary ledger, multiple legal entities, but one BU. But if we take Akshay Patra case, it's a complete different. One primary ledger, one secondary ledger, that is IPSAS ledger, one legal entity. This one legal entity can support across the globe. Okay. So this is very important, guys. Okay. So many people may not aware, but by doing single primary ledger, single legal entity also, yes, we can operate our business across the globe. Sorry. Next one, Airtel case. This is also very unique one compared to others. Let's see here. So these things and all I'm explaining based on my experience, the customers which I worked in my previous clients, previous customers, that I am just modifying with our examples. I'm explaining, guys. These are not the actual customers which I'm explaining. Their design, their structure is, it may be there, it may not be there. Whether they are using the Oracle Fusion or not, that also we don't know. But just I'm taking these companies for better understanding. That's it. Okay. Next, let's take Airtel. Airtel, it is there in India. So they have operations almost to 15 countries or 11 countries, I believe. And their main business is telecommunication related business. Okay. Their business is mainly telecommunication. So if you see within that India, they have a towers in multiple locations. Let's take example, Gurgaon we have one tower, Bangalore we have one tower, mobile towers, Telangana we have one tower. So in this case, so these towers will do the different kind of businesses. Let me check here. So this is mainly telecommunication. Bharti Airtel Limited, this entity, it will do the all telecommunication related activities. Okay, that means our telecommunication like network services, like our prepaid postpaid recharge we are doing, right. That things it will handle with this Bharti Airtel Limited. Next we have Bharti Telemedia Limited. This is mainly doing the DTH service, like our television services. So next we have a Indus Towers Limited. This is mainly using the, there are two things like leasing services for mobile tower. Like let's assume we have a Geo. Geo, it will be located in all the places, but if you take one rural area, Geo customers have, but there are only 20 customers. For 20 customer purpose, you cannot go and install the towers. Nearest to that village, those where 20 customers are there, right? We have a Hindu towers. So Hindu tower, what it will do? You can install any operator signal in that particular tower, cell tower, and you is taking the lease to install your signal on their towers. That operator should pay the every month lease. It's, we can call it as a technology and, okay. So in this case, Jio will pay the every month lease to the Hindu towers. And another thing, what this case will do the business, uh, like we have Bharti Airtel, right? It's a main telecommunication related sector, right? So wherever they are installing their mobile tower for these entities, it will manufacture from the Hindu towers, as per my knowledge, but I'm not sure, subject to correction. Okay. So the next, so these are the entities they have within the India. Okay. So these are the constant, even though they are going to increase the business, if different kind of nature and all, it will create a separate legal entities and all. But at this moment, for our example, what we are going to discuss is mainly here. We have only three entities for time being. Now, to record the each and every transaction, yes, we propose the company codes. Bharti Airtel for 1000, Bharti Telemedia 1001, next Hindu Towers 1002. So to book the transaction, yes, what are the expenditure, what are the revenue we are generating, what are the sales, what I mean anything under that particular entity level, Bharti Airtel Limited level. To book the transaction, we should need the business unit. So here we created one business unit called BAL, Bharati Airtel Limited Home. It's there in Haryana, right? Tower. So Haryana BU. This is a DTH services. It will do this entity DTH Home Karnataka BU. And this is, it will do the leasing for cell towers and all. So Hindu Towers Limited Cell Hyderabad BU I created. So under that, it's a manufacturing company. Like I mean to say how they manufacture means they will manufacture the SIMs, chips, and then this transportation also they need to maintain the poles. Also they have to manufacture on their own wet and all. So they will do own manufacturing also. So in this case, we should maintain the inventory for each BU wise. So associated Haryana BU, we can create a Haryana inventory. Karnataka BU level, we can create an associated Karnataka inventory. And at the same time, we have a Hyderabad BU level, we have associated inventory. So the same as usual, we can maintain the sub inventory also. We have a Haryana sub inventory, Karnataka sub inventory, Telangana sub inventory, and depends on the requirement, we will create the locators also. So if you observe here, this is mainly related to telecommunication service. So at this moment, Airtel, they are having the three entities. Those are fixed. If they want to install the one more tower within the Kurgan or other locations they can create it, or else within that this BU only they will add one more BU, one more company code, one more inventory or sub inventory. But they will not go and add the inventory until unless they are registered from the government. If they registered as a new entity, then only that legal entity will come. Under that, they will increase the towers, increase the businesses operations in multiple states or multiple locations. Accordingly, they will create the increase the BU's company code inventory sub inventory, but they will not increase the legal entities. These are the registered companies. If they started as a new entity, then only it will come into the picture. But this for the reporting purpose, segregation purpose, security purpose, transaction bifurcation purpose, each legal entity wise, how many BUs, how many entities, how many inventory, how many sub inventory you want, you can create it. There is no limit. But it will be completely, if they have a registered entities, then only we should create. Otherwise, we shouldn't create this. Okay. At this moment, they have that's it related to telecom industry. And I got the one more question recently from one of the big MNC company, Deloitte. She asked interviewer, is it possible to create the two primary ledgers within the country? Yes, 100% it is possible. In which case? Let's see here. So we are going to create one more primary ledger for Airtel because as of now you guys see an example here. Airtel is a telecommunication. But if you see, they have a fintech business like Airtel Fintech. They have operations like Airtel Fintech India Prime Ledger I created. If you see here, they have operations like fintech offices like Mumbai, Chennai, Delhi. So if you see the entities, what fintech businesses they are offering to public, they have a Airtel Payment Bank Limited. This is the fintech business. This is the telecommunication business. Both the difference are different. They want to maintain each nature of business with two different books. That is the reason why one primary ledger for telecommunication business, another primary ledger for fintech business. That's where we can segregate the primary ledger or we can divide the books and we can maintain the different legal entities, different BUs, different inventory, sub inventory locators. So in this example, Airtel they have a fintech business. That's the reason why I created a Airtel Fintech India Private Limited primary ledger. There I created location-based business units. Sorry, under that primary ledger, what are the locations they have offices that we can create it. This we can call a legal address also. Then next we can create the legal entity. So they have it's a registered entity, it's a digital bank. So we are getting the lot of messages. We are offering the personal loan. You can recharge from Airtel payment bank. So you will get so much discount. It's a digital payment bank. It's not a physical bank. So they are doing the fintech related business. Next they have a Nextra Data Limited. So this is mainly doing for entire IT related activities for Airtel, Bharti Airtel, they are doing this. It's a software company for Airtel. Okay. So this is the one kind of business. Next, they have a Bharti AXA Life Insurance. This is a life insurance company. So these three entities they want to maintain fintech level. So that's where we are creating one more primary ledger for fintech purpose. There we will maintain these three legal entities. Next, so as usual, the remain process we can record the transaction against the Airtel Payment Bank and then Nextra Data Limited, Bharti AXA Life Insurance. So to record those transactions, we created associated company codes for Airtel Payment Bank for 2000, Nextra Data Limited for 2002, and this Bharti AXA Life Insurance company is for 2003 like that. Okay. So then to divide the transactions to see the security for each BU location wise, we created a business unit. So Airtel Payment Bank Limited Mumbai Maharashtra BU, and then Nextra Data TN Tamil Nadu BU, and then AXA NCR Delhi BU. So based on the location entity name, by using that I created a business units. So by using the business units, we can book all the transactions associated legal entities and BU code we will get. Then accordingly we book the transaction. So next against the BU, we should have a associated inventory of Maharashtra inventory of Tamil Nadu inventory of and Delhi inventory of. Under that inventory again we will get the sub inventory of Maharashtra sub inventory, Tamil Nadu sub inventory, Delhi sub inventory, and locators also we can create. So in this example, what I'm telling overall, if it is, if you customer want to maintain the same business, different kind of business, if he is having like telecommunication, fintech, if we want to create a multiple primary ledgers within the country like India, Airtel having the two business, nature of business, telecom and fintech. So if they want to maintain two different kind of business with the two separate ledger, under that fintech related legal entity, they will map to fintech primary ledger, and that fintech related business, they will map to legal entities, and then associated inventory or sub inventory will map to respective BF. So that means, yes, it is possible to maintain the multiple primary ledgers within the country. Depends on the customer requirement, depends on the nature of business. If they want to maintain, yes. So maybe in future, maybe it may come into home appliance or retail. So they want to maintain separate book level. Yes, Airtel retail India private ledger, like that we can create. So it's a complete depends on the client requirement. It's not our decision or our Oracle decision or someone decision. It was Oracle will say, yes, as you are using my application, you should follow this enterprise structure like primary ledger, legal entity, business unit, track, sub-unit, locate. So, but as per your client, as per your business, the nature of business which you are doing, how you want to maintain your books in your Lexus system, the same you want to maintain, or you want to see the different kind of reports in a different way. So as per your requirement, yes, 100% you can design your chart of account, sorry, your org structure depends on the your requirement. Okay. So I hope I explained very clear the different kind of businesses based on my experience. So the clients which I worked, I shared the same knowledge in this video. I hope you enjoyed by seeing this video. You will get more knowledge. So thank you for watching. So please share this to your friends and colleagues also, the good information, so that they can also know about these kind of how we can design the org or enterprise structures for the two kind of customers. Okay. Yeah. So that is all about today video, guys. I hope I explained very clearly. Okay. So thank you for watching. Uh, If you like this video, just give a thumbs up on this, give a like, and please subscribe the Connector Technologies YouTube channel. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.